Ramayan trailer is out and it has been doing rounds on the internet. Some people think it's good, some people think it's bad, some people think it's mixed, and I am one of those set of people. And to be honest, these kind of reactions are to be expected from a film like Ramayan. People are going to dissect it, people are going to pick every little detail and see it with a magnifying glass from every corner on the internet. You can see people talking about costumes, the casting, the direction, every other thing, right? But there are a couple of points that I agree with a lot of people, and a lot of people that I know also agree, and not just people on the internet who are talking about it. When I watched the trailer individually by myself, I had the same thoughts as the people who I watched it with. They had the same thoughts as well. So I thought, why don't I just collect all of those and just put it together on the internet and talk about it? First thing that I want to talk about is where I think the people behind Ramayan went wrong or kind of did not expect was that this trailer did not evoke the reactions that they might expect, did not really evoke any kind of emotional response, be it reverence, be it devotion, or be it awe based on that big of a feature film that it is. It did not really evoke any kind of emotion. It was very, I don't want to say that word, but it was very bland in nature. When I first looked at the trailer, that was my first reaction. Why is this trailer so bland? Yes, it looked like it has a lot of things, but it really did not do much for me, and it clearly did not do much for a lot of people as well, based on the reactions that I've been seeing on the internet. And I think the main reason, and as a lot of people pointed out, the locations that this film was shot in, those are not really real locations, and it is very evident if you look at the trailer. The screens look like green screens, it looks like VFX. That is the point, right? It should not look like VFX or any kind of animation type of thing, even if you do use it. But here you can feel it when you're looking at the trailer. And there are a couple of places where it's so evident it looks like you're actually watching an anime, sorry, rather than a movie. It does not look good, it does not really evoke any kind of emotion, it does not look natural, it looks fake, it looks artificial. And these are the many adjectives that I've used just to emphasize the point that this does not look good to the eyes. And it is also very inconsistent, because at some places the nature or the background looks really good, and at some places it looks really bad. If it was at least balanced, maybe we could have ignored it. But the difference is so big, it is jarring to see. That is how everything looked. The second point I want to talk about is the elephant in the room, which is the casting of this movie, where Ranbir Kapoor is playing Lord Ram, and Sai Pallavi is playing Mata Sita, and Yash is playing Ravana. And let's just get this out of the way that Yash is actually the showstopper in the trailer that we've looked at. You can just look at Yash and you feel that kind of aura the Lord Ravana's aura that you can imagine. He is completely immersed in the role, and you're not actually seeing Yash on the screen, you are actually seeing Ravana on the screen. But the same could not be said to both of the characters, Ranveer and Sai Pallavi. When you take Ranveer Kapoor's casting as Lord Ram, in my perspective, I feel like I can get behind it. It might take me a little bit of time to get immersed into that world while seeing Ranveer on the screen, and imagine him as Lord Ram. But I feel like I could get behind it. But a lot of people said they couldn't, and I also understood why. They're saying that when they look at Ranbir Kapoor, they see a lot of his past characters, or at least past characters playing this character. And that has been the same to Sai Pallavi as well. If you take a look at, if you're from the South or Telugu region, if you've seen the Shyam Singh Roy movie, which is Sai Pallavi's, she has a look which is similar to what you've seen in the trailer. And people who saw that movie are not being able to relate Sai Pallavi as Sita. They're seeing the same character here in both of these places, in both Shyam Singh Roy and in this trailer. So all they're seeing is Sai Pallavi and not Sita Mata. So it's like people who have seen Ranbir Kapoor films are not able to connect him as Ram. People who have seen Sai Pallavi's movies are not able to connect her as Sita. On a practical level, if you think about it, now this movie is being mounted on such a huge budget. I don't really think there is any other person that could take Lord Rama's role, or there is any other choice that the producers could go to for this movie when they are actually putting on this much money. A lot of people are saying they should have taken newcomers, but no one is going to risk this much money on a newcomer. They're not going to risk that. It's not a good business decision. Let's just see how it goes. I hope it goes good, because if it turns badly, I can't even imagine how Ranveer could get out of it. Now, the same for Sai Pallavi as well. People are saying, this actress should have been in the role, this actress should have been in the role. But practically speaking, and I'm not saying that this should be the way, but a feeling that I have, it could be right, it could be wrong. But I feel like the reason Sai Pallavi got this role, because she has the most cleanest off-screen image. And again, I do not believe that actresses should get a role based on their previous roles and how they've been on the previous roles, their image, whatever. I do not believe that, but I feel like in today's political climate, in today's religious climate that we have in India, any other actress that would get cast in this role is going to be scrutinized to an nth degree. They're going to be scrutinized so much, and if, again, I'm not saying this is right, but if that actress has done a little bit of an explicit scene, or has a little bit of, not, I'll not say not so clean, but a little bit of uh, whatever that we consider not clean image, people are not going to leave it alone. People are going to drag it out. They'll say, this is not our Sita Ma, this is not how we want her to see, this is not how we want to see her. I feel like this is like the safest choice they could go with, and they went with it. And Sai Pallavi, she is an amazing actress. I have complete faith in her that she is going to do a phenomenal job in it. How are people going to take it? That's up to them. And the third point that people are talking about mostly are the costumes and the jewelry of it. Now, costumes, it does look like they put a little bit of a modern spin on the costumes that people are wearing in the movie. But again, I'm telling you, with the political climate that we have, with the religious climate that we have, even if people behind Ramayana have opted for the costumes that are suitable for that era, there is going to be so much controversy around costumes. If you remember Padmavat movie, where in the Goomer song, Deepika Padukone's midriff was showing, right? And people were not ready for it, were not okay with that. And movie people had to digitally render clothes on her midriff to people who are not ready to accept any kind of, I'm not even going to say sexualized, I'm just going to say how showing skin was not okay. And then how do you think people are going to react if Mata Sita or any other characters in Ramayan who are good characters, if they are showing skin, how do you think a controversy is not going to happen? It is going to be controversial. People are going to say, you are sexualizing our God. I'm going to say it right now. If the costumes are not the way they are right now, which is modest, you can say, fully covered, or all the good people are fully covered, and again the evil people, Surpanaka, let's say, her costume was a little bit different. Characters like Sita Ma is not fully covered and modest, you have no idea what kind of a controversy it could become. But apart from costumes, one thing that I do agree with is the jewelry. Again, a lot of people say it looks like jewelry is on a Zampek. I truly agree, because it looks so bland. The jewelry looks so bland. It does not look good to the eye. Even though it looks like it has intricate details, it does not look good. There I said it does not look good. But last but not least, funny thing is, a lot of people said that it evoked kind of a feeling where they felt like they're watching a serial. Ramayan, Mahabharata, we have such a good serials based on these epics. And people say it looks like I'm watching a serial based on the VFX or whatever effects that they're put in. Now, am I going to disagree with them? No, definitely not, because at the end of the trailer, it does look a little bit like you're actually watching a Star Ma serial. Star Plus. cereal, if you know what that is. Even before the trailer was released, whatever marketing material that really did not get me hyped up. I was not really that excited. I thought, let's watch the trailer. Maybe trailer will get me excited. It will hype me up. And then the trailer came, and whatever excitement that I have, it again dropped, and a kind of apprehension set in, because you know how the people behind Ramayan is being marketing it as India to the world kind of a thing. It's not too bad, so not too good. And if this is the product that we are giving to the globe, I don't know, I'm more apprehensive than I am excited.